fight fans? So I want to ask you guys something. What do you hope to see in the next title welterweight picture? In the welterweight title fight, what do you want to see? Do you want to see the rematch? This rematch with Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. That first fight wasn't the greatest. The second fight wasn't the most greatest, except for that knockout. Good Lord, was that ever a knockout? Do we want to see a part 3? Or do we want to maybe let Kamaru Usman let his body heal and maybe get a little more dramatic in there with a nice little, how would you say, a meal, a 3-piece and a soda meal, we should say. Have Jorge Masvidal and Leon Edwards settle their beef in the octagon. We remember Jorge Masvidal met up with Leon Edwards. Well, you didn't necessarily meet him up, but Jorge Masvidal was doing an interview. You can watch it on YouTube. It's very, very epic. You know, Leon Edwards was walking by saying some stuff, and then Jorge Masvidal didn't take too kindly to that. Approached him, bop, 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 hit him with a 3-piece and a soda. And from that point on, he did not ever to get to have that fight. I know they were booked, I believe, last year in around November, December, I want to say. But I believe Jorge got hurt and the fight had to get pulled. Jorge went on to go against Colby Covington and lost. But now, with Leon Edwards as champ, yeah, could we see that as a potential fight? Now, Jorge doesn't necessarily deserve it. Like I said, he just came off a loss to Colby Covington, and I believe before that, he had a knockout loss to Kamaru Usman. So, for him to get a title shot, I don't know. Now we got the much anticipated fight with Nate Diaz and Khamzat Chimaev. That could be a possible matchup as well. You know, there's a possibility that Khamzat might win. And I think Dana White also said in an interview that he would give Khamzat a title shot off that win if he does win. We already know Nate Diaz is no punk. I don't give a crap what any MMA expert says. This is not a very high level mismatch. It is not. You know, Nate has the experience. Nate has the longevity. Nate has the striking and the grappling advantage. He may not have the power, he may not have the strength, but he does have some of these things in his favor as well. So who do you guys want to see? Me personally, I would like to see Kamaru Usman rest. I would like to see Kamaru Usman take a little break and let his body heal. You know, we hear all these things like he can't run on cement. He has to sometimes run on grass, like his knees are pretty banged up. He just came off this hand surgery. And he's had a lot of wars. You know, 2021, I want to say, was a pretty busy year for him. He's been pretty busy, been pretty active ever since he's won the title. You know, he had that crazy war with Colby Covington in 2019. He had another great victory over Gilbert Burns. Then a tough 1-week notice fight with Jorge Masvidal. Then another great fight with Colby. Then another great fight with Jorge. Now an unfortunate knockout loss to Leon Edwards. So yeah, maybe in my personal opinion, I would like to see him take a possible break. Let his body heal. Let him rest. You know, he's done enough. He's done a lot, and there's no denying him of getting him a title shot. No matter what, no matter who holds the belt next, whether Leon Edwards keeps the belt, whether it's Masvidal, Khamzat Chimaev, Colby Covington, it don't matter. Kamaru Usman gets automatic title shot next. You can't deny this guy's greatness as a welterweight title holder. Definitely. Like I said, easily Mount Rushmore. Easily. Right there with George St. Pierre. Very. So we got Khamzat Chimaev. Like I said, if Khamzat Chimaev does win, or maybe we get this wild card where Nate Diaz does possibly win, and Dana White approaches him, hey, sign this contract, automatic title shot. I won't hate it. I know a lot of other people would. A lot of other people would definitely hate it, but how can you deny it? How can you deny it with this big monster coming in? This really big monster coming in that everyone is so far being afraid of to fight and having the spirit of fight. We got Khamzat Chimaev. And somehow, some way, Nate Diaz pulls off that victory. Definitely, I could see a rematch. Because we remember what Nate was able to do in those that last minute of their fight between Leon Edwards. He almost got him, almost put him out. So, yeah, I could definitely see that. Or we got Khamzat Chimaev. Now, we know that Leon Edwards and Khamzat Chimaev were booked for a fight a couple of times, if I remember correctly, and those fights unfortunately fell through. I believe some of them were due to the fact that Khamzat was having a very tough year when it came to COVID. You know, he was on explosive, coming out of the woodwork, just beating people left and right, you know, setting up fights with after a fight. Like he would book a fight for September, and he already wanted to book another fight for December because he was going to win in September. Things like that were happening, but he had a really tough battle with COVID where he thought he was just going to die, and there was also this talks that he was going to retire. So yeah, there was a lot of craziness going on in that time. So with this possible victory over Nate, I could definitely like to see that fight being booked together. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would love to see them two go at it, and Khamzat trying to go get in there and mix things up as well. Because we already know how tough Khamzat is. As far as Reddy goes, different story. Definitely tough. Definitely has a lot of skills. And I would like to see him have more time to develop those skills. Like we see when how tough he was against Gilbert Burns. And but you know, Leon Edwards and Kamaru Usman, I think just are way different levels. So it'd definitely be interesting. Definitely be interesting. So that's just my idea. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys like. Let me know who you think Leon Edwards should face next, what he should do with the title next. Leave a comment and let me know. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.